My husband and 2 children were involved in a head-on collision.
Sudden I see this sweet, precious little thing named Jillian Michaels come for me and say, "You, come back to the treadmill and lay down." And I thought, thank goodness, because I am exhausted. That wasn't what she had in mind. She wanted me to lay down and grip underneath and hoist my body up 10 times. I'd like to remind you that I weighed 247 pounds and I was sweating profusely. Somehow I managed to do it. She decided she was going to see what I was really made of, and she was going to stand on me. And regardless of how hard I tried to hold on, my hands would slip and I would fall. And I would grip again and I would slip and I would fall. Oh, and I was mad. Oh, because I am a perfectionist. Because I want to be strong and I want to be the best at things and I want people to think I'm great and that I'm doing a good job. And she'd made me fail. But then, in hindsight, I look back at it and I think, you know, for the first time since the wreck, I was giving my all to something. And my all wasn't good enough that day, but that was the start. Because had I never started there with that failure, I would never be standing here today with you. And faith is one of those funny things that you think you have until you're really tested, and then you have to figure out, do I really believe what I think I believe? And I can tell you, after a lot of soul searching, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I don't say that in the Pollyanna. Oh, let's pretend and put on a happy face when times are tough. In the nitty-gritty, in the midst of it, that is when you know your faith is real. Because it's really easy to have faith when your life is perfect. And I'm going to tell you, my life was perfect. I was one of those quirky couples that actually liked my husband. We got along really, really well. We were best friends. We laughed at each other's jokes because we really thought they were funny. We worked together, we played together, we prayed together, and it was good. And then I had this perfect, curly, red-headed, 5.5-year-old baby girl who my students described as the only 3.5-year-old that could quote world leaders while turning a cartwheel. And she was a delightful, delightful child. And then we had Caleb, our 9.5-pound, blonde-haired, blue-eyed baby boy. And our family, in my opinion, was perfect. And in the blink of the eye, life as I knew it changed. And I had a choice to make. Do I really believe all the things that I thought I believed? And I do. I did then, and I do today. That doesn't lessen the hurt. It doesn't lessen the tears. It doesn't lessen the sorrow, but it gives me hope. And that hope is available to each and every one of you sitting here today. But man, our God says the opposite. He says, no, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him who loved us. The battle has been won. How empowering is that? That you can rest and know that the battle has already been won. Because whenever we rest in the arms of the one that won the battle, that is where we gain our strength We're not victims. We're victorious. Victors in this world. And know without a shadow of a doubt that even in your darkest hour, He is our ultimate hope.